Hi. Here we are, one and all. Yeah, so sort of impromptu, sort of not, but I just figured, I might as well do this. So I got super lucky and managed to get my hands on a PlayStation 5, so very happy about that. I figured I'd do an unboxing, give you some genuine first impressions. I know most people know me as a bit of a Sony fanboy, but I want to give it its day in court and see if it actually like how it looks, how it feels, and all that jazz. So, without further ado, keep in mind as well, the system is 825 gigabytes for the standard, so not a full terabyte, oddly enough. And after all the I'm sure the system updates and whatnot, it's going to be less than that. But anyway, let's see. For a second, I was thinking we got a lot of layers to open here. Jesus Christ. The top layer that we have in here. I wish I had a top-down camera, but this will have to suffice. So the top layer we have here is oh, nice. Okay, so we have the startup guide. That's good to know. Little hefty packet here. I don't know if you can see me too well or not, or if it's like adjusting well. There we go. I decided to have a window open for some natural lights. I don't know how well that's going to impact things, but startup guide, safety guide, all that good stuff. Power cable, still just like one cable, no power box. That's awesome as usual, unless there is a power box and I'm missing it. We have the charge cable for the controller, which the controller is going from I believe it's micro USB, and instead we're doing USB-C, which is the same thing my MacBook uses. And then we have the control. All right, I'm so curious to see how the controller handles. Huh. Not quite what I thought it was gonna be, but in a good way. I was super worried about the new design. I do think it is amazing how the texture grip on the back, if you were to zoom in super close, I don't know how the fuck they did it, by the way. It's all like PlayStation symbols, like X's, squares, triangles, and circles. It feels good. Similar textures on the little joysticks, L3 and R3. What I like is, so it has the built-in microphone. The PlayStation button in the middle has been simplified. Is literally now just the logo is the button. We have a mute button because there's the internal built-in microphone, which I really dig that a lot. So now you don't have. I mean, for better audio, you'd want to plug something in, but like now you can just like have your. I don't know how it'll handle in parties, but now you have your headset built in. I mean, it feels good. Feels good in the hand. I have no qualms about any of that, so controller feels super good. Okay. And it's like all feels smooth and multi-textured. I'm curious to see what kind of custom controllers are made in the future. What else is there in here? And then we have, oh, hello. Oh, it's probably the stand for it. Because I do plan on having mine vertical. Neat. Okay, we have the stand for the actual system itself. Cool. And lastly, we have a chic-looking HDMI cable. Cool. All right. Well, that's all there is to it. Let's see. And now we have, oh boy, the system itself. What sparked so many online debates over this last year. Now, I'll be the first to admit, when they first announced it, I fell in love. I liked the design. I thought it was unique. I thought it was different. They weren't lying, though. This bad boy's pretty big. All right, let's see how she looks, huh? All right. Oh, man. Has that new console smell. Jesus Christ, what a behemoth. It's so unique. That's pretty dope. Alright. I'm about it. The texture on the inside. That's pretty cool. So, it is so... I've never seen a system like this. It's got that is so... I keep using the word unique because there's no other word I have here. I like the design a lot. So let me see if I can figure this out without the help of any manuals. Do you just like pop it right in? I don't want to risk it. I'll find out later. But yeah, you can stand it vertically and it has a stand. That's pretty dope. Yeah. Cool. Plenty of vents in the back for maximum coolage. Yeah, this sucker is it's well, it's a little bit larger than the PS4. Definitely, it's a tower of a system. That is so cool. It has a little, looks like Doofenshmirtz. I'm about it. Of course, now I'm already scratching it up. Awesome. Huh. And then it has little plugins at the front. I got the disc version, of course, because I am a disc library boy. I mean, not a whole lot to say. I'm a fan of the design. I'm curious to see if Sony starts having like custom faceplates. They're gonna partner with somebody, hopefully in the future, to get those going. Yeah, I mean, overall, it's like a new system. I dig it a lot, and I'm super excited for the exclusive titles that are coming out next year. I mean, granted, there's still some. I impulse bought Demon Souls, so I'm gonna give that a go and see how next gen really feels. I'm really gonna hold this to a high bar and a high standard and see if it actually can perform up to that standard. But next year, I mean, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Later on in the year is going to be Horizon Forbidden West. A bunch of titles coming out, honestly, and I'm blanking on them now, but like Little Devil Inside. There was that sci-fi one with the gal who keeps crashing on the planet. There's so many cool looking games coming out. Of course, God of War Ragnarok, whenever that decides to drop. But yeah, I'm going to start testing out my library on the sucker. Overall, my very initial first impression, without even starting up the system, I love it. I really do. The controller is great. It's I was worried about the controller at first, but not anymore. And the system itself, I like how it looks, how it kind of feels. Honestly, all there is just to see kind of how it performs. So I'm glad I went with the PlayStation 5 for 2020. That's all there is to it. I just want to do a quick unboxing. There's honestly not a whole lot to unbox, but as always, thank you guys and gals so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode of whatever I do. I'm gonna go play the shit out of this all day now. So thank you, and goodbye, travelers.